After the initial European discovery of the Americas, several nations began to settle the area. England proved to be most successful in these endeavors with the first colonization at Roanoke. This failed the first time due to an unexplainable disappearance of its inhabitants. The second one stuck, however. In 1620, the first pilgrimage of family units set out from England on the two ships Mayflower and Speedwell. The Speedwell was determined unfit for sea travel, and the 132 passengers sailed to America on the Mayflower, landing on Plymouth Rock in November. By 1762, the 13 colonies as we know it today were formed.
7 years of war between the English and French on two continents, one of which was for controlled North America, resulted in the Treaty of Paris of 1763, which grants Great Britain all lands east of the Mississippi River. After years of discontent between the colonists and Great Britain, the War for American Independence begins in 1775 at the Battle of Lexington and Concord. Major battles began to erupt up and down the coast, such as Saratoga, and ending the siege of Yorktown in 1783, ending the Revolutionary War. The Treaty of Paris in 1783 declared the United States a sovereign nation apart from Great Britain.
The second biggest advance was the first biggest political move. In 1808, Thomas Jefferson bought the land west of the Mississippi from the French for less than 3 cents an acre. In 1819, the Spanish ceded the Florida Peninsula to the United States. In 1845, after gaining independence, Texas accepts annexation into the United States. The following year, the Oregon Territory title was established from the British. This allowed access to a land full of timber and lush farmland.
In 1848, the California Territory was ceded by Mexico, granting it a land full of gold, unknown to the Mexicans at the time. Not long after California was ceded to the U.S., the Gadsden Treaty was passed between America and Mexico to uphold America's part in the treaty that gave us California. With this treaty, that completes the continental United States.
Until 1867, westward expansion halted. Secretary of State William H. Seward purchased the mostly unexplored Alaska from Russia. Despite much criticism, it was a good move, for it provided rich resources in gold, petroleum, as well as furs.
The final move to expand westward was with the annexation of Hawaii in 1898 due to the nationalism created by the Spanish-American War.